reported at the EFCC office following an invitation by investigators over the alleged diversion of 1.3 trillion naira. Still to come, tributes pouring for late Chief of Army Staff Lagbaja. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and here's the rest of the news. A chief of the Labour Party, Ken Okonkwo, says President Tinubu must apologize to the miners who were arraigned young and bad governance protesters. Speaking in an interview, Mr. Okonkwo said the miners must be compensated and described the charges against them and the processes of their prosecution as wrong. He said the process of detaining and arraigning them was wrong, and the police should also be apologizing to them. Now, on Tuesday, Vice President Kashim Shettima said President Bola Tinubu ordered the release of the miners facing trial for treason on compassionate grounds. The Vice President disclosed that this at the presidential villa while receiving the miners shortly after their charges were dropped by the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi.
I would like to admonish you, young men, not to allow yourself to be used in perpetrating violence and destroying public and private property. Over 300 billion naira was lost in the protest, consisting mainly private property through looting and loss of business. I will urge you, I will advise you, you are our children.
In other news, President Bola Tinubu has announced the death of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, who died at the age of 56. A statement released by the president's spokesperson, Onanuga Day, says Lagbaja passed away on Tuesday night in Lagos after a period of illness. He, however, did not disclose the illness. President Tinubu expressed his heartfelt condolences to the family and the Nigerian Armed Forces during this difficult time. Also, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde described Lagbaja as a patriot and one of the finest military officers produced by the country. The late Chief of Army Staff served for 1 year and 4 months following his appointment to the position by President Tinubu in June 2023. And now to business. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPCL, says it does not import adulterated petrol. Chief Corporate Communications Officer of NNPCL, Olufemi Soneye, said this while responding to protesters demanding the removal of the company's group chief executive officer, Mele Kyari. Mr. Soneye challenged anyone to provide evidence that NNPCL is importing adulterated petrol. Recall that on Sunday, Dangote Petroleum Refinery said any oil marketer selling petrol cheaper than the refiner is importing substandard product. Former presidential candidate Peter Obi has called on the federal government to proffer lasting solutions to the power crisis in the country. Mr. Obi made the call on his ex-handle while raising concerns about the ongoing power crisis following another collapse of the national grid. The call came after Nigerians were plunged into a fresh round of darkness following another collapse of the national power grid. He urged Nigerians to move past primordial sentiments and instead focus on electing leaders who can drive the country towards development. In entertainment, controversial crossdresser Bob Risky has clapped back at a troll who accused him of showing off rented dollars. The crossdresser had shared a video of him flaunting bundles of dollar bills as he prayed for broke trolls on Instagram. And now to sports. Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal wants to sign 32-year-old Liverpool and Egypt forward Mohamed Salah in time for next summer's Club World Cup.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
U.S. Republican candidate Donald Trump has won the U.S. election and will make a historic return to the White House. In a speech to jubilant supporters in Florida, Mr. Trump said America has given him an unprecedented and powerful mandate as he declares a magnificent victory. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer joins the leaders of Ukraine, Israel and Hungary in congratulating Mr. Trump. A return to the White House would be an extraordinary comeback for Mr. Trump after he lost to Joe Biden in 2020. U.S. Democratic candidate Kamala Harris is yet to concede or address supporters. Republicans have also taken the Senate back from Democrats.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Ikwere Local Government Area Chairman has warned the police against destabilizing local government administration. The recent church donations by Governor Fubara has been criticized. Tributes are pouring in for the late Chief of Army Staff, Labaja. And now on the foreign scene, U.S. Republican candidate Donald Trump has won the U.S. presidential election. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.